problem. Thank
And this is our entrepreneurship class at Velma Jackson High School, and we're recording this for our friends at Ridgeland High School and Germantown High School, and for our YouTube channel. So we have talked about your concept. We've looked at your social media. It is something really different, something I've never seen before, but looks like a lot of fun. So you can tell us a little bit about Kidz in Play and what all you guys do, how you got into it, and what all you provide.
Okay. Well, I'm Charity, originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I did relocate to Houston maybe about 4 years ago. Right pre-pandemic, maybe about a month before pandemic, my daughter wanted to do a sleepover. So me and my sisters decided to do one at my house. It was probably like the end of February. And it was a huge turnout. We got a lot of feedback of what a great idea it was because we incorporated the tents and we incorporated the inflatable mattresses with the tents and just decorated it. And so our plan was to, right after that, start a business doing the tents with the inflatables, but then COVID hit. So it kind of set us back. And because I'm a nurse, I was on the front line and it kind of put our business to a halt until we were able to get back on track.
Yeah, that's a very common tale. And I didn't know you were a nurse. So that's awesome.
Yes.
So with the, you said you have the tents and the inflatables. What all do you guys provide with your clients? I've seen some great pictures. I've seen the tents and the balloons and the pictures and the whole shooting match. It looks like it's a really intricate setup.
So it's pretty much a one-stop shop. Originally, we were just doing sleepovers, so it was more like a overnight thing. But a lot of the parents didn't really want to do the sleepover, so then we added another theme, which you could do like a movie night, and we now have chair inflatables where you can just rent it for a day, have like a movie night, or if you just want to watch a movie in the daytime, you don't have to do the sleepovers. We provide backdrops, so we can do customized backdrops to wherever you customize. We do party favors. My younger sister, who lives in Dallas, she's over that. So she does like customized t-shirts, the socks, the mask, pillows, whatever, like the packages are fit for you guys to decide, pretty much what type of party it is you want.
So that's how you have the multiple locations, because you advertise availability in Baton Rouge, Dallas, and Houston. So is that
Yes.
because you have people located in all those cities?
Exactly. It's three of us. It's me and I have two sisters. My older sister stays in Baton Rouge and my younger sister stays in Dallas. So they opened their location first because they were more stable. I still was traveling as a nurse. And then once I came back and became stable, I opened the Houston area.
Okay. So what type of skills did you have to learn as you opened the business? You said you provided the tents for the sleepovers, and now you do the chairs, and you have all the party favors and things, and the customized pillows and blankets and stuff. So what type of skills did you have to learn to get into that?
Well, my older sister has her master's in business. So when it came to the business side of it, we pretty much lingered towards her to get like the profits, the gains, and things like that. My older sister took care of that. We did do the research as far as you had to get an EIN number. After that, we did have to set up a business account because we didn't want our incomes to affect what we obtained from the business side of it. We also retrieved our LLC with Kidz in Play. That way we can open like a bank account, have our EIN, and we also did like a DUN number, which is basically like a social security for your particular business. After we did that, it was more of the promotion, advertising, mostly getting people to realize, we have a business open. Here is what we're about. This is what we offer. Here are our prices, and to pretty much get their feedback of us opening and launching. I won't say it wasn't a scary thing because neither one of us pretty much knew we were just walking out on faith. We did have other business, like we have investment properties and things like that. But as far as opening actual Kids and Play, it was something new for us.
Yeah, and you have a really cool logo. It's really catchy. I like it.
Thank you.
Now, we've had several guests throughout the school year, and we've had a variety of people that were employees still and also entrepreneurs, and that, full-time employees, part-time entrepreneurs, or vice versa. Mm-hmm. Very, very few are going all in full-time right off the bat. So what are the advantages of that to be, since you're a nurse, you're still an employee, but also running a business the amount of work y'all put in seems like a full-time entrepreneur. So what are the advantages of that as you do both?
Well, with being the nurse, once the pandemic hit, I was able to go on contract assignments. With going on those, it did put me in a kind of financial advantage to where I wasn't having to work as much as I had to. I can only work maybe 6 months out of the year, and then I can dedicate the prior 6 months to the business. My older sister, she works from home, so a lot of her after breaks and things like that, she was able to maneuver and kind of put in input towards the business, as well as my little sister. She works from home as well. So for us, it kind of worked together. We were able to, maneuver between having a full-time job, having kids, because we all have kids, and starting a business.
That's awesome. Now, one thing that I was noticing as well is you look at the pricing, and I think you do a great job of getting that out there. And I think you also do a great job of offering the add-on. You do a great job of showing everything your package has, and it's like a step in the prices. So how did y'all come up with how to price your products, and then how do you come up with ways to maybe sell the bigger package? Because obviously you are getting, what you pay for, you get. So it's obviously about quality with you guys. So how do y'all sell that to the clients to say, look, for just $100 more, we can do this, 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 and this?
I think now post-COVID, it's about convenience. A lot of times when parents throw parties, they pretty much don't feel like doing it. Like, they want someone who could come in, get the job done, get out. They don't want to get, it's like, I want to do as least as possible. It's convenient. Yeah. So we thought, what if we just come in, do it all for them, even do the cleanup after it, so you don't have to set it up. We set down. Like, you don't have to do anything. We provide everything. So why not add that on to our pricing? And that way it'll say, we can not only set up and have your son or your daughter this perfect party, but we'll have it where you don't have to do anything. We will make the party favorites, the balloons, the gift tables, whatever you need, we will offer it for you. Wow, so it's more so of convenience for.
Yeah, and that's a great selling point, especially in high income areas like Houston and Dallas. People are willing to pay for convenience.
Yeah.
So it's important to know your target market. And if you can really sell that fact, that sets you apart from the competition, because I've never heard of, I've heard of some party companies, but I've never heard of being able to do everything from start to finish for the parents to get the drink. So that's that is a big selling point. That's really cool. Now, what type of plans for you plan on offering anything extra in the coming months or years, or anything to add on to your business?
We pretty much get feedback after a party. So let's say we have a party the weekend. One of the girls had mentioned, well, that's a good idea, but I don't really want the sleepover. And that's when we came up with the movie night. Yeah. So we kind of do our ideas off of the reviews that some of our customers give us. As of now, it's just different favors that they may add. Like, one may want a mask, one may want a customized pillow. One may want a floor, because we do offer the floor things that have your personalized picture on it. So it's just, we pretty much go off of their feedback and their reviews on what they want or what they feel like will make me and my sister's company better.
Yeah, and that's so important. I tell these kids all the time, it's so important to listen to what your customers want. You
Yes,
just make it about what you think is cool or what you think is fun, because you need the customers more than they need you. So
you do.
that's a great practice you guys have there. And I'm glad you're saying it, because I say it all the time that
Yeah,
you really have to listen to who you're selling to.
you
Um,
really do.
and that's really cool. Now, are you looking to maybe venture into adult parties at all, or are you just sticking with the kids?
As of now, we haven't discussed it yet. We probably will. As of now, we're brand new out, so we kind of like, we didn't expect, I guess, the feedback that we did as soon as we launched. So we didn't expect as many bookings as we did. So because it's fairly new, I think we're just focusing on the kids, but who knows what the future holds.
Yeah, and that's
Um,
grow too fast. That's a great idea.
yeah.
I do have some questions from the kids.
Okay.
This is all entrepreneurship students. This first one is interesting, and this is Corlin Murray. She's a senior, and she asked, "Do you actually think COVID helps your business be profitable?"
I do. After COVID, I think the key word was convenience. A lot of people, although they were inside of their homes a lot of them after it's kind of want to go out, but then after a while, it was kind of like, now because it was COVID, then it went away, then it came back. So then everyone just wanted what was convenient for them. And when it came to a party planner, it's pretty much what we do, because we don't just set up the tents. We make it easy for you. You don't have to go out and find a theme. You just tell us your theme and we find everything for you. So we made it convenient, but I think it probably wouldn't have blew up as fast had it not been for COVID.
Now, do any of y'all have an art background or anything to come up with these designs, or?
We don't have like a degree art background. My younger sister is the creative one of the three of us. So she's more of the, hey, let's do it this way. Let's try it this way. She the one that makes the backdrop. She makes the party favors. She just has that eye for creativity. So we all play different roles.
Awesome.
She's the creative one in our group.
Yeah, but that's cool. There's three of you, but you all have three roles, and y'all know your role. That's very important,
Yes.
because you got to have
Yes.
the operations person, you got to have the creative person, you got to have the financial person. So that's
Yep.
fun. This is Harmony Williams, and she's a sophomore, and she asks, "What's harder, working with the parents or working with the kids?"
Probably the parents. The kids pretty much know what they want and they want what they want. A lot of times the parents are indecisive. They want one thing and then they're like, well, no, let's do it this way. With kids, they pretty much know what they want. No, I want Space Jam, or I want Cinderella, I want Unicorn, and they're sticking to what they want. But the parents will be like, no, well, I think they should get this particular character or this particular character. So it'll probably be the parents, I think.
This is Rodarius Williams, and he's a junior, and he asked, with all these innovations and ways that you can cater to a customer, what form of marketing has been most effective?
Social media. Because we're still in the process of launching our website. Our bookings have came from social media. And a lot of the different like Facebook groups that they have, literally 98% of our bookings have came from social media.
Wow, that's awesome. And I think also, just from what I've seen, I don't have any kids or any need for a kids party, but the way you take your pictures, I think, does a great job of showing the entire layout.
Yeah.
So, little stuff like that, the way you present yourself on social media is so important, especially when you are a mobile business like that. It's very important to see what you'll be paying for. This is Jarvis Owsley, and he's a junior, and he asked, have your priorities changed from when you first started to now?
I think so, being that when you're in a business on your own is different than when you're with a group. Um, we are family oriented, so we grew up. A lot of people say it's so weird how close you guys are, but when you have two other people in a business with you, you kind of have to bounce your idea off of, like, you can't make the decisions on your own. So if it's their priority and not my priority, then you'll have friction there's some kind of way. So we make sure we have meetings weekly to make sure we're all on the same page as to what we're deciding to do for this week. What is our goal for this week? What can we change? What can we add? What can we subtract? And as long as we stay within those, circles, I think we'll be fine, regardless of if we have other obligations. Because my older sister has other businesses, my little sister has other business outside of this business that we have together. We all have separate businesses as well, but we just want to make sure that each business is getting, a good amount of our attention, and we're not neglecting one without the other. And that's why we meet weekly, to make sure we're all on the same page.
Awesome. And we spend a lot of time on this class talking about mission and vision statements and making sure that flows throughout your employees, everybody you hire, everybody you train, and making sure everybody's on the same page, because you can change your business practices. That's fine. Yeah. But if you're not on the same page as the business, it's going to be successful, especially when you're in 3 different cities. But I also meant to ask you, I lived in Baton Rouge for a while because I'm an LSU alum, but where did you go to nursing school?
Southern University.
You need to be careful. This is Jackson State territory here, so we don't speak too highly of the Jaguars. We actually have an alumni that went to Southern University nursing school as well, Kara Robinson. She's also in Houston as well.
Okay.
She's one of our alumni, and she's doing really well. But she's also a Southern U Delta Sigma Theta. This is Cody Myers. He actually just had to walk out, but this is Cody Myers. He's a sophomore, and he asked, "Do you make the items yourself, or do you get them from vendors?"
Do we make what?
You make the items yourself, or do you get them from vendors?
No, we make the tent. Which item?
Well, just
so the inflatables, we ordered those off of Amazon's, and the tents. But the decorations, as far as the socks and things like that, we'll buy them and then we customize them.
Wow.
So we customize them ourselves to fit whatever. So let's say it's a unicorn. We will buy that item and then we customize and we'll put the unicorn on the socks or the pillow or the sleeping bag, the blanket, because it's a one-stop shop.
Wow. That's incredible. This is Christina Robinson, and she's a junior, and she asked, "What is the hardest part of owning a business and being an employee?"
It's probably making sure you meet that customer's need, because you may have one vision, especially when it comes to parties and things like that, and their vision may be a totally different vision than what you have. So you kind of have to make sure your vision lines up with the customer's vision, and to make sure you're meeting their needs, because they may be saying one thing and you're interpreting it a totally different way. So you have to make sure you're on the same page with the customer that you're doing business with.
Yeah, and when you're an employee, you don't have to worry about that. You can do what you're told.
Yeah.
Now, this is the last one from the students. This is Michael Williams, and he's a senior, and he always has the funniest questions. Is it hard to clean up after the kids make a huge mess?
The younger ones, it is. I think the youngest we had was maybe 3 or 4. So yes, it is. But in that case, that's when having my 2 sisters come in handy. So we kind of take turns on whose turn it is to clean it up. But it is hard, but it comes with the job, it's what we signed up for. So if we get one that has no mess, we're surprised. So we kind of go in expecting a cleanup.
Well, but that also, at the same time, that also gives you the opportunity to charge more, because if you can offer more, you can charge more. So, and that's, as much as that sucks, that's that much more in sales you're able to have. Really, really cool concept. We're almost out of time, but really cool concept and great idea. some really good stuff. But before we go, we've had so many business owners this year. Majority of our guests have been Black business owners across the country, and everybody here watching with me are young Black kids here in the South, like you were in Baton Rouge. But yet you and your sisters are doing some amazing stuff out there. That's
Thank you.
really cool to hear. But what can these young people do now? That are watching now and watching later to follow in the same footsteps as you and your sister.
Well, starting off, I never imagined owning my own business. I felt like I was in my career. I was happy in my career, so I was okay. Once the pandemic hit, it kind of shifted my mentality, how I thought. I also wanted to make sure I provide for my kids to where they had something to look forward to. After that, I started doing research, started looking at how to start my own business, started joining groups of people who were starting their own business. Once I found the steps that I needed to take, and my sisters did the same thing, then I knew, okay, this is how I want to run this business. This is how this business is going to be ran. So the first step is to do research on it. It is not as hard as a lot of people think it is. I'm not saying that it will be a totally easy process, but just to get started, it's step by step, 1, 2, 3, 4 is that easy. Find something that you love and make money off of it. And the number one key is customer service. If you have good customer service, the business will come. They will come to you and pay your price than someone else because your customer service was better than the other person. Absolutely. And a lot of times that's where a lot of our business, because they know us personally outside of the business and they know the type of people that we are, so they automatically will come to us.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that too, because one thing I always say, a mistake that a lot of small business owners make, especially Black business owners, is they want so bad to be affordable, they sell themselves way too low. Yep. It's a very, very common mistake. But like you said, if you can offer the best experience and the best customer service, that makes your price what it is, and that's where the profits come from. So,
and they will pay.
I should tell us where to find Kidz and Play on social media.
So social media, Kidz, the letter N, Play. We also on Instagram with the _Kidz, the letter N, Play. You can book us availabilities, just send us Messenger. We're pretty much, I think we may have a few spots in May. We are booking fast. A lot of people even book to December. So just send us a message. We'll get back to you guys. Let us know, let you know, what availability. But you can reach us on Facebook, Kidz in Play, Instagram _Kidz in Play.
All right. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Great stuff. And you guys be safe out there in Texas. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Very welcome.